please join me in welcoming Scott to Google. Thanks.
I'm very excited today to talk to you about some of the highlights from Stretch. And I thought I would ask a question to get things started. Think about something important that you want to get done. It could be at work. It could be outside of work. And suppose that I offered you more time, more money, and more expertise to get that done. What would you say? I mean, you'd probably say yes. But it turns out that sometimes the best answer to that question is actually no thank you. We're conditioned to believe that if we want to get stuff done, the more resources we have, the more effective that we're going to be. We believe that a marker of our success and a cause of our success is getting as many resources as possible. This is what I call chasing. The idea that the more that we have, you want to make a product that's not working better, add more marketing dollars. You want schools to be more effective, hire more teachers. Government to work better, increase the budget. You want to improve a relationship, buy an expensive gift. It turns out, though, that there's quite a bit of research that shows that this approach that I call chasing doesn't always produce the best results. And in fact, in many cases, it also harms our well-being. And I know it's Valentine's Day, so I thought it would be very appropriate to talk about chocolate today. One of the reasons and one of the dangers that we see with chasing is this concept that psychologists call mindless accumulation. We focus on trying to get as many resources as possible, and we lose sight of what our actual goals are. So let me tell you a study that was done by a University of Chicago professor, Christopher Shih. What he did is he had participants come into a laboratory, and he said, OK, we're going to give you two things here. We're going to give you a chance to earn chocolate. Who doesn't want to earn chocolate? And then we're going to give you a chance to eat chocolate. Who doesn't want to eat chocolate? But there's a catch. You're going to actually have to work for your chocolate. So you're going to be listening to some nice leisurely music, and then you're going to have to press a button. And when you press that button, it's going to interrupt that nice leisurely sound of music with the sound of saw cutting wood. Just like in the real world, there's different levels that you can earn. There's low earners. They unfortunately have to press the button many, many times, do lots of work to get a chocolate bar. Then there's the high earners. They're fortunate. Their rate of earning chocolate is much better. They have to work a lot less. Importantly, the researchers said, whatever you earn, you're going to have to eat at the next phase. So you can't take any of this chocolate home. So it turns out that both the low earners and the high earners significantly over-earn the amount of chocolate that they either cared to eat or physically could eat. It actually turns out there's an upper limit. I know, again, on Valentine's Day, it's hard to imagine this. But there's only so much chocolate people can eat. What they had done is they just started mindlessly accumulating chocolate without actually thinking about, well, what are their goals? So the next part of the research was, well, is there a way that we can prevent this from happening? And what might this do in terms of people's well-being? So the researchers put an earnings cap, and they said, OK, some of you are only going to be allowed to earn so many chocolate bars. The other of you, you can earn as much as you want to earn. Now, not surprisingly, those in the cap condition earned fewer chocolates than those in the uncapped condition. What is surprising is when you look at the well-being rates of the people in the cap conditions, even though they earn less and they ended up consuming at levels that were closer to their actual goals, they were both happier earning the chocolate, and they were also happier eating the chocolate. And the reason for that is quite simple. They had calibrated between what their actual goals are, how much chocolate they could earn, and how much they actually worked. They didn't overwork. They didn't mindlessly accumulate chocolate. Now, we can think about chocolate as a metaphor for what we do with a lot of our resources in life, whether we're trying to grow a business or we're trying to succeed in our careers or we're thinking about our personal goals. We tend to lose sight on what those actual goals are, and we focus on just trying to get as much stuff as possible, whether that be moving up to a bigger office, counting the ceiling tiles, whether it mean getting extra headcount or a bigger budget or a bigger house. We tend to focus on just trying to accumulate as many resources as possible without stepping back and reflecting, what are the goals that I'm actually trying to emphasize?